Hello, I'm Nolan Thomas from PlayerPress.com, and this is my review of the Chicago Bears 2012 draft. I will not grade this draft because I believe that a draft cannot be judged for at least 2 to 3 years after these guys join the league and have a chance to prove what they can do. First of all, the Bears went into this draft with numerous needs on both sides of the ball. While some people thought that the Bears' main need was an offensive lineman, others believed that a pass-rushing defensive end to bookend Julius Peppers on the defensive side of the ball was the bigger need. Personally, I was hoping for the defensive end, and when the 19th pick came around and Quentin Couples, Chandler Jones, and Nick Perry were all still available, I was pumped up. Then came the surprise. With the 19th pick in the 2012 NFL Draft, the Chicago Bears select Shea McKellen, defensive end, Boise State. My first reaction to this pick was, what? However, after checking out the film and looking to see what a lot of scouts said about him, I became very excited. The kid has a non-stop motor, goes 110% on every play, and has a knack for getting to the ball. Pro Football Weekly's 2012 draft review describes McKellen as a lean, smooth-muscled, active, instinctive college defensive end with a relentless temperament as well as a functional character football player who plays better than he tests. I believe that this kid is going to be good for the Bears. With Aaron Rodgers and Matt Stafford in the division, a potent pass rush is the key to success. Time to meet at the quarterback. I see this pick as a positive because if opponents double-team Peppers, then McClellan will be free to get to the quarterback. If they double-team him, then Peppers is going to be free to get to the quarterback. It's a win-win situation. In the second round, the Bears traded up 5 spots and selected wide receiver Alshon Jeffrey from South Carolina. While there were a couple of quality offensive linemen that were still available, including guard David DeCastro and tackle Riley Reif, the Bears felt that Jeffrey was the pick here. I loved this pick. With the addition of Brandon Marshall via trade and now Jeffrey, the Bears could have a very potent receiving core, and I'm sure that quarterback Jay Cutler loved this pick as well. General Manager Phil Emery said that Jeffrey was the highest-rated player remaining on the Bears board when they chose him, that he was the best hands in the draft. They had him ranked among the top 3 receivers in the entire draft. For the first time that I can even remember, the Bears finally have a receiving core that could strike fear into their opponents. In addition, this will help the Bears in other ways as well. With 2 dangerous receivers, opponents will not be able to stack the box or blitz on every down, which I believe was one of the reasons for the poor offensive line play. In the third round, the Bears selected safety Brandon Harden from Oregon State. This was yet another pick that had me wondering what the hell they were thinking about. After all, it was yet another safety drafted in the third round during the Lovie Smith era. Once, however, again, I looked at the tape, I changed my tune. Harden hits hard, has good hands, and he is fast. He's very good at using his size and physicalness in leveraging receivers. It is very possible that Harden could line up to last year's third round pick. Chris Conte is the Bears' starting safeties this season. In the fourth round, the Bears selected fullback Ivan Rodriguez from Temple. This was yet another pick that had me saying, what? A fullback? However, once I heard that the Bears planned to use him mostly as a tight end, I was intrigued. And when his college coach, also coached Patriots tight end Aaron Hernandez, compared the 2 players, I was even more intrigued. In reviewing film, I saw a player with good hands, good speed, and excellent downfield blocking skills. With former offensive coordinator Mike Martz, who hated tight ends, gone, new offensive coordinator Mike Tice, who was a tight end himself, the Bears needed a pass-catching tight end after trading Greg Olsen. This kid just might fit the bill. The Bears did not have a 5th-round pick after they traded to the Rams in order to move up to 5 spots to pick Jeffrey. The Bears selected Nevada quarterback Isaiah Frey in the 6th round of the draft. Frey was a 3-year starter and a 4-year contributor at Nevada. where he registered 141 tackles, 7 interceptions, 7 tackles for loss, 1 sack, and 2 forced fumbles in 51 games. In the 7th round, they selected another cornerback, which had me scratching my head wondering why they take 2 cornerbacks with their last 2 picks. Anyway, they selected Greg McCoy out of TCU. He's a 5'10", 181-pounder, and he was a 4-year starter at TCU, where he recorded 92 tackles, had 7 interceptions, and 17 pass breakups in 51 career games. McCoy was also a top kick returner, averaging 28.9 yards with 3 touchdowns on 52 returns. While I was scratching my head once again with these picks, I realized that most 6th or 7th rounders usually do not end up making the team once it is all said and done. But if a gem is found, and if they find a player that can contribute on special teams and provide quality depth, then it was a good pick. The draft over, there are many Bears fans and media that were screaming that the Bears did not add an offensive lineman in this draft. First of all, with Mike Martz gone, along with his 7-step drops on every play, no called rollouts, or any audible system whatsoever, the O-line should already be better. In addition, if Tice thinks the guys he has can do the job, I will keep the faith until proved wrong. Also, football is still a long ways off, and the Bears will probably end up signing an offensive lineman or 2 before the season starts. They've already signed 2 undrafted free agent linemen, including Troy offensive tackle James Brown. Brown was ranked by some experts as being a 3rd or 4th round draft pick, so already it's a win for the Bears. Overall, I think the Bears took some chances with this draft, but I also believe that in this league you can't win without taking a few gambles. Now we'll just have to wait and see if those gambles pan out, but I believe that most of them will. Go Bears!